I know, chasing that dough, hitting that road, getting that money, man. All I know, loading that foe, kicking down doors, getting that money, man. We gon' make it money. We gon' take it Grizzly. We gon' make it money. We gon' take it Grizzly.
The next topic we're going to discuss on Boxing Bros has become kind of a big one after last night's result, and that is Devin Haney versus Jojo Diaz. Our predictions for Devin Haney versus Jojo Diaz on December 4th, Saturday, December 4th on the Zone. And we're going to have our opening predictor, Ned the TBE. Who you got in this fight?
You know who I'm going with, man. The guy I know. I'm gonna be honest with you. As a casual, I can't name a fight of Jojo Diaz I saw. As a recent casual, I'm not speaking to casual from 98 or 89 or 79 or 78. Like, you know, I'm a casual of the recents, like 5 years.
We know.
Thank you. And I'm gonna pick the guy I know who's skilled to pay the bills. You hear me? No, pause. And that's Devin Haney. And I think Devin Haney is gonna go through some trials and tribulations in this fight, but I feel he'll be able to outskill him, and I understand that you have to box and not box with emotion, you know. And that word of the day today is emotion, because we saw fighters who fought with emotion and ended on a terrible note. So please, Devin, when you fight this man, fight with your brain and not with your feelings. And you will come out victorious. You will learn that the skills you have to pay the bills are a blessing. Thank you.
All right. Conspira G, who you got?
Yo, hold on. Yo, what was that show? Was that Sesame Street that do the word of the day?
It was Sesame Street. It was Sesame Street.
That's too mad, man. You brought me back, man. That's what's up. But
we used to do the word of the day. Bros first started.
That's the word of the day for the Boxing Bros. You know what I'm saying? But and you know what? I kind of like the idea, Ned. So I'm a piggyback off what Ned was saying. I actually do also have Devin Haney. However, my fear with Devin Haney is sometimes he fights off of ego because he wants to do a good showing. But Devin Haney, you already got the undisputed fight technically in the bag. You just gotta survive this fight. So you don't need to do any unnecessary exchanges like you was trying to do with Linares. All you gotta do, maintain your distance, your jab. Jojo's gonna try to make it a dirty fight. You don't have to engage, bruh. Win on points. Don't go for the knockout so you can secure that fight with Kambosos, bruh. So I definitely got Devin Haney for this one.
All right, Trill Dollar Bill.
Devin Haney, he has all the tools to win this fight. I love Jojo Diaz. I was high on Jojo Diaz. I thought it was too soon when he fought Gary Russell Jr. That was his only loss, and the boxer won because he outboxed him. You know, after that, he showed a lot of skill, a lot of grit. He's a hard fighter. He just beat Javier Fortuna, right? Right? Didn't he beat him? Let me check. He beat Javier Fortuna. That was one of the fights. I guess that was the fight that Ryan pulled out of. You know? So he went in there and he pulled out of that, awkward fight. And, I don't like the way Javier Fortuna fights. You know what I'm saying? And Jojo Diaz did what he did with him. Look, he got a victory over Tevin Farmer. He got a victory over Tevin Farmer too. So he's not no slouch. If Devin doesn't show up and box and use that reach advantage that he got, Diaz got a 64-inch reach advantage and Devin got a 71.
No, he has a 64 disadvantage.
Yeah, because his reach is only 64 and Devin's is 71. So Devin, all you got to do is use that jab and box. Nothing special, you can just box and you can cruise to a victory. Don't get in no firefight with Diaz because that's his possibility to win. Once you feel like you want to bang with him, that's when he's going to win those rounds or steal those rounds because he's a great inside fighter. The thing with Diaz is he going to be able to? That's a huge reach advantage. He's going to be able to close that gap. That's what needs to be seen, and I don't think he can. I think that's too much. I think there's too far of a gap too, and I think Devin will pull it away a decision. That was rambling on for me. I'm sorry.
Good. I think Devin's found himself in a very dangerous situation. The guy who was once seen as the top dog has lost, and he now has the last ticket, the last Infinity Stone, and he's fighting a guy like Jojo Diaz, and he's going to be a huge favorite to beat Jojo Diaz. And Jojo Diaz has now realized the stakes have gotten bigger because the winner of this fight now has a potential fight with George Kambosos. So I do think that Jojo Diaz is going to be the best version of himself now. Like, he's going to have the determination. He's going to go in there and give it his all. And so I do think if you're Devin, it is important that you win. Win first, look good second. So I don't care if you're outclassing him and they're booing you and you're not taking any risks. Win first. Just win, because you know what's at stake. And if you give Diaz any opportunity to step through that door, you saw what happened with Kambosos and Teofimo Lopez. So you don't want to be the next guy. You don't want to be the next guy who has the upset pulled on him. I think there's still a lot of questions about Devin Haney. You look at Teofimo Lopez, he beat Comey in the ring to win the title, and he beat Vasily Lomachenko in the ring. Devin was sent his belt through email, and he has the WBC champion. And now he's going to fight Jojo Diaz, who I think is a tough fighter, who's going to give him a run for his money. But when I say run for his money, I don't necessarily mean that like he's going to beat up on Devin. He's going to make Devin have to stay sharp for 12. And he's going to make Devin, he's going to keep Devin on high alert. And if Devin makes a mistake, he's going to get clipped. And so Devin can't lose concentration. I think of a guy like Amir Khan, who would be up on the cards, would be boxing a beautiful fight, but have that moment where he has a lapse in judgment and it always cost him the fight. Amir Khan could be winning the first 7 rounds. I'd be like, just wait for it. There it is. Right? He needs to keep that concentration for 12. And so I think that's what it's going to be. It's going to be a fight where he's going to have to keep his focus and his sharpness for 12 rounds. But I think Devin can do it, and I think Devin will win. And if Devin wins, it's going to set up the moment he's been looking for. The funny thing is, we talk about karma, right? And Teofimo didn't want to give Vasily a rematch. Teofimo Lopez didn't really want to agree to fight Devin. And I remember his words to Devin. He said, fake it until you make it. He said, fake it until you make it. Well, this upcoming Saturday, is Devin's first step towards really making it. He's not going to be all the way there yet, because fighting Kambosos is going to be the first time he actually faced a champion in the ring, and he's going to have to win those belts in the ring, and that's going to be a different task within itself. But he said, fake it until you make it. Well, guess what? You actually have a chance to make it. And so I'm rooting to see Devin do this. I hope that Devin does it. I'm not overlooking Jojo Diaz, especially after what I saw last night. You better be sharp, Devin, because he's coming.
Yeah,
he wants heyday.
Jojo never lost his titles. He never lost his title in the ring. You know what I'm saying? So he's gonna be hungry. Let us know how you feel in the comment section. Please like and subscribe, and check us out on Instagram and Twitter. And please check out our podcast on all major streaming services. The Brothers EP is out right now. We're the Boxing Bros.
You're welcome. You're all welcome.